Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Mr. Sylvester Ezeokenwa is laying claims to the national chairmanship of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, and it's come after Chief Edozie Njoku, who has been recognized by INEC and links to what has become a now controversial position of the court on the position of the national chairman of the party, and the reason why Chief Edozie Njoku has now been recognized as the national chairman of the party. A lot of controversies have been generated. We do understand that the office of Edozie Njoku in Anambra has been shut, but Mr. Ezeokenwa today at a press conference is saying that ruling that Chief Njoku is relying on is not valid. Let me allow you to listen to him.
And I dare say, till date, there is no judgment of any court of law in Nigeria that has nullified the convention that brought us to office. Because before you nullify a convention conducted by APGA, you must join APGA as a political party that conducted that convention. The FCT High Court never granted any of the relief sought by the plaintiffs to the effect that the Supreme Court declared Edozie Njoku national chairman by the correction of the clerical slip. Neither did the Court of Appeal declare Chief Njoku chairman of APGA in the two Court of Appeal judgments, because the latest Court of Appeal judgment was the one delivered on the 28th day of June 2024.
Now, Chief Edozie Njoku joins us live here in our studio. Thank you so much for joining us indeed.
Thank you very much indeed.
So you are not factional, you are national chairman.
I'm the national chairman of the party.
But what you heard what Sly Ezeokenwa said, that ruling that you are relying on is not valid.
What the young man is trying to do is to just bring up some controversies, because he sees how well the Anambra people have received my being national chairman. That's even why they went and shut down the office. The first question I'm going to ask him is that on June 6th or May 10th beforehand, we were in court. First of all, it was a real poetic justice. They said I forged the Supreme Court judgment. They went to the police, then the police charged me for forgery of a Supreme Court judgment. They got the registrar of the courts of the Supreme Court to write a letter through the director of media, Akande, which was released to all the members of press, saying that I forged a Supreme Court judgment. I wrote a letter to the judges myself. The lead judge, before she retired, replied to it. It triggered off me writing again to the CJN. The CJN replied and advised me to come by a different order 8 or something, Rule 16, which we did. And when we got there, Onyechi Bazo and Ikweto were their lawyers. They left the area of accidental slip and went in and brought in so many other allegations, saying that a court in Oka had made them chairman. And the Court of Appeal answered all those questions, one by one by one. I reminded them that a mistake they made was that nobody ever disputed Edozie Njoku as national chairman. They ran after Jude Okeke when Jude Okeke's name was, who was purportedly my deputy. His name now came up when the lower court gave him judgment against me. It was against me they gave him the judgment, and INEC took his name in. And they ran after Jude Okeke. Running after Jude Okeke, they never for one day got up to say Chief Edozie Njoku was never the national chairman of APGA. I tried to join at that Court of Appeal. They didn't join me. So I went into the Supreme Court as an interested party after, and they granted me. I removed Oye's name entirely from that. Now, we went off to a lower court, which was a court in Buhari. I didn't. I was already being charged there for fraud. They said I fraudulently forged a Supreme Court judgment. The two gentlemen now went ahead and went to the CJ of the FCT, saying that they want to know who is going to bring the candidates of the party. The court now looked at the case. But while they were doing that, Oye rushed off to do congresses and then finally a convention. While they were doing the congresses, they went to the court and reported to the court that these guys, while we are hearing who is really, you're trying to enforce the judgment, whether is it a true judgment of the Supreme Court or not, They went off to do congresses, and the court stopped them from doing any congresses, from doing any convention. But they went ahead brazenly. Festus Okoye went to monitor the convention. Even the governor was live on these channels doing that convention. At the end of the day, the court ruled that both judgment and ruling, that everything they did, every congress, every meeting, any convention was illegal, completely illegal. And INEC continued recognizing it, and Oye had perpetuated the act, and we went on to a contempt charge that they had no right to go and bring out Sly with a court order. And that was granted.
So, I mean, recently, INEC recognized you as the national chairman.
Yes, by virtue of the judgment they now went off to the Court of Appeal, saying that the judgment of the lower court was rubbish. And the Court of Appeal still upheld the judgment of the lower court. Yeah. And that was at that point.
So, this is all political, isn't it? Because we're talking about a political party. There are insinuations on the ground that you are being sponsored by somebody to bring down APGA. Who is sponsoring you?
Is it anybody that just gets up, wakes up, and makes an allegation? From the way we've handled the party in the shortest period of time we've been there, do we look as if we've been sponsored by anybody to bring the party down?
Are you the one sponsoring yourself?
Yes, exactly. And we're not here for me to start shouting household. Yes, I'm the one sponsoring myself.
You have that means to be able to sponsor.
How do you know I don't?
I'm asking.
Yes, I'm telling you, yes.
There is a lot of Nigerians who do not know you tonight will be wondering, who is Edozie Njoku? Does he have the capacity to be able to carry?
Edozie Njoku is a person who doesn't sit at high tables. Edozie Njoku is the one who his first son was the director of strategy to the Prime Minister of England. Edozie Njoku is the one who is, if you Google my name, you see the sort of businesses. But I don't sit on high tables. I don't even want to be known. The job I have at hand is to get APGA right.
But why is it so important for you to be leader and the chairman of APGA?
Why is it that if I won a convention to be national chairman, should I just give it to you to become the chairman?
I'm not interested. We're talking about you and your friends.
No, it's not my friends. Wait, hold on, Shegu. The question I've got to, the question is a very, very hard question. What do you mean, do I have to be? You should go to a governor and tell him, you should go to a governor who has won his election and tell him, do you have to be the governor of the state? Yes, he won his election. Yes.
So the question I'm asking is that because you've gone back and forth to the court, to the point that your name had been dragged as someone who stole.
And my name, my name was cleared in the court, in that court was cleared. And there should have been a thorough apology from channels, because you are the ones who propagated that news. You are going on that line again. I was cleared by the court.
You are very wrong.
There should have been an apology from everyone who said I forged that thing.
You are very wrong there,
okay, on which one? On which one?
If we have an official position from court.
What is the official position?
Just a moment. Just a moment. We have an official position. Not until recently. We have invited you on this program.
Yes, you have.
And speaking to you as a national chairman.
Thank you.
As recognized. Just for a moment.
I'm the national chairman. But you have no right to ask me why am I consistently going on in the battle.
Just for a moment. If INEC has recognized you,
yes.
And before now, INEC recognized another person.
Exactly.
Whom channels has recognized, because that is what is lawful.
Yes.
So what is wrong in that?
There was a court order on a court
which you brought on this program,
which was sent to you in writing. A court order was sent to all the channels saying there is a court order stopping INEC, stopping Oye from them carrying out the convention. This channel went on live carrying that. Suddenly at the end of
the convention,
on the so-called convention, which there was a court order. That so-called convention now had
the contentious convention,
the one that
which you do not agree with.
No, not that I do. A court stopped that convention from taking place. We must obey court orders. And suddenly, when INEC did not obey the court order, there was a contempt charge against them. When Oye carried on, there was a contempt charge against him. Once there is a court order, it must be obeyed.
Now, the question here is, are you working with Governor Soludo? Because that's the only governor of APGA that we know.
Let me answer that question better for you. Even on channels, I've consistently asked for peace previously. I've been talking peace, peace, peace. Governor Soludo spoke with me. I went to his house. I was with him for 3 hours.
When is this?
About a month ago.
After
I was recognized by INEC. I went to his house, sat down with him for 3 hours. He spoke for 2 hours, 45 minutes, and I listened to him very, very carefully. I spoke for 15 minutes, but that 2 hours 45, I listened to him. You know what he eventually did? He went and rushed to the House of Assembly before and said that they are the ones who are now going to be recognizing the chairman that are going to emerge for the local government elections. A man who is talking peace, how would he do that?
So you do not see, you agree with him, or what exactly was the outcome of that meeting, the 3 hours meeting?
What was finally the outcome of the meeting? I told him that what I would like you to do is to find independent lawyers, sons. I even said Yoruba sons that are not Igbo. He included, yeah, there's some good Hausa sons. I said, yeah, I said, go to Lagos, get some good sons, and I'll provide you with documents, all the documents from the Court of Appeal to the Federal High Court to the Supreme Court, and let them read it. When they read it, you will find out that most of what these people are telling you are not true. For example, Sly is here telling us that there's a document from the CJ that is is a fresh fact. You know, he said it's a fresh fact that we did not disclose all the facts. And this is a document that they've tendered twice in court. That's what I have here. They tendered it in the Court of Appeal. They tendered it in...
So as far as you are concerned, it's not a fresh fact?
It's not a fresh fact. And it was considered in this. It was considered in this. And look at one of the paragraphs of what I replied to him.
Invariably, you are not on the same page with Governor Soludo.
We're not on the same page now. I'm the national chairman of the party. He's the governor. When there is a crisis in PDP, for example, and let's say there were 7 governors or 6, if there are 4 on this side and 3 on this side, once one side wins or is recognized by INEC, the other ones will come and recognize the chairman, but they might be still fighting. I asked him a simple question. I said to him, His Excellency, one of your close aides was in my house, and he asked me a question. The question he asked me was, what would I do if I was Soludo in this matter? I said, what I would do if I was Soludo was, when that 25th of I think it was October 2023, when there was an amended judgment, and it read that my removal as Chief Edozie Njoku is not justiciable, it's an internal party affair, I would have called to speak with him, speak to Edozie Njoku, Chief Edozie Njoku. And I would have told him, I cannot really come out and finance anything you are doing because I was sponsored by Oye. But what I would do for the interests of the parties, if you are recognized or if you win this battle, I will recognize you. Just go, but I won't get involved. I'm going to face my governance of Anambra State.
You think him not recognizing you portends more trouble for APGA?
Him doing what he's doing, even like people going to scatter APGA, we shouldn't be doing things like that. Him not recognizing me as a recognized person of APGA, he's setting the party backwards.
Let me ask you, do you know the consequence of some of what is going on in APGA at the moment?
The consequence is that the person who is suffering the most of it is himself. Because I give you an example. All those people who have moved out from him, who have now done primaries on my side for the local government election, are now not with him any longer. So him for his governorship, he's fractionalized. You understand? No matter what he does, you can't be going for an election in 6 to 9 months' time, and you are entrenching yourself in such a battle.
So you are the one that is conducting the primary?
Yes, yes, we will conduct the primary as the party.
But I thought that should be handled by the state. It's a local government.
Yes, obviously, but we have state chairmen, don't we?
So there are those that are loyal to you.
They are not loyal. They are not loyal to me. In the Supreme Court judgment, they said everything happened in Owerri. The convention that is recognized by the Supreme Court is the Owerri Convention, starting from the ward to the national.
So it means that they politically, if APGA loses the grip on local government authorities, I mean, in any case, Anambra has not held local government election in several years.
Over 20 something.
That's on since under.
The first questions we've got to be asking is the mere fact that the governor has gone to the House of Assembly to say that the House of Assembly will now sign the nomination forms of those who are going to be candidates. It's not done that in any way. It is the party that signs that.
So the question I'm asking, should or if APGA loses grip on the chairmanship of the local government because of this crisis,
APGA will not lose grip on the chairmanship.
No. I mean, you're a politician. You know that it's a game either to lose or to win.
Anambra State is wholly APGA. Anambra State is 90% APGA.
Peter Obi is of Labour Party. He's from is from Anambra State.
Anambra State is 90% APGA.
There are APC forces.
A lot of people in Anambra State, Southeast, are not quite happy with the situation in Labour. They're not happy with the situation in APC. They're not happy with the situation in PDP.
So I'm asking you, if anything goes wrong, there's a governorship election which Governor Soludo
Like what will go wrong?
And if anything could go wrong, it's a local government election that the people of Anambra State are alien to as far as the last few years is concerned. They've not seen that kind of election happen. It could go either way.
Yes, and anything.
Labour Party won massively in the presidential election in Anambra State.
Anything can be going wrong in Labour at the moment. Anything can be going wrong in PDP at the moment. Anything can be going wrong in APC at the moment.
But
anything can equally well go wrong.
If you and Governor Soludo are not on the same page, don't you think it might affect the chances of your party at next year's governorship election?
That's what I've said. I've said that. Yes, most likely. Most likely.
Those who are now saying that ultimately, Njoku's plan is to scuttle Soludo's second term.
Should I give you some information? I was the first vice national chairman of this APGA in 2002 when it was registered. I ran for Federal House in Onitsha. I'm from Imo. I was a Federal House candidate when Peter Obi ran in 2003. It was me who hosted TOFA in my house in 1993. I'm too big for what you're saying. I'm far.
So you don't have anything against Governor Soludo?
Why should I have
Maybe by implication or by your conduct, there might be an effect on Governor Soludo's chances of re-election. The only thing
Governor Soludo doesn't like about is I'm a man that has my own mind. Governor Soludo is looking for his SA, who he had, and he now went to an illegal convention and installed him. And APGA have said, capital, no, it will not happen. APGA must have good executives.
For you, what is the way forward? What must happen for you to...
The way forward is that we have already gone on 23 local governments. We've gone on 23 states, rather, trying to reconcile them. Way forward is they are the ones who appointed, also who put in the governor of Edo State, the person who is the candidate now. I don't have a problem. I accepted him because he's APGA. I don't need to go backwards. The important thing is doing the right thing at all times and not thinking you can impose yourself on the party. But the party is what is supreme.
Would you stoop to conquer?
I've stooped a lot. I've stooped. I've gone to him. I've had meetings with him. But Soludo has never, ever...
So you want Soludo to stoop for you to conquer?
You see, you're still putting words. I said I'm
asking a question.
You are just asking those questions.
You said you have stooped.
I've stooped.
Is it the turn of Soludo to stoop now?
No, Soludo might need to bend a bit. Let us hear each other.
That's what should happen.
Yes, that's exactly what should happen. Because we are the party. Okay. And the party is what? Supreme.
Chief Edozie Njoku, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Very much
it's good to see you again. Thank you so much indeed for that. But that's our show for tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm sure Kimale. I'll see you next time. God bless Nigeria.